All right, we are here. Hello. Okay, so a quick refresher for anybody who wasn't here last time. Today, we are learning how to play Colossal, which is a solo TTRPG, RPG, whatever you want to call it. That is that takes place in a that is takes place in a excuse me. Jeez. Oof. Good start. Okay. That takes place in a world that is basically all inside of one giant castle. If you are not familiar with the source material, I would highly recommend going and checking it out. That you can just find it at colossal.com. But as a quick recap, the last session was the first session where I read through sort of the intro and was able to create a character for this game. We sort of decided, we being the people who were watching my Librarian's Apprentice stream and myself, that we would just have the same character in different iterations throughout these Learn to Plays. So last Learn to Play was called The Librarian's Apprentice. If you want to check it out, it was super, super cool. It's like a 3-page game. You can find it on itch.io. And I think we have everything up on our Twitch videos. But I created a character named Quelos, and so my character this time around is also named Quelos. However, they are going to be played a little bit differently from each other because I went ahead and just rolled for this character a little bit. The one of the things about Colossal is that there's a lot of tables, and we all know how much your boy loves a good table, so I couldn't resist. So I rolled to see what the character would be like, and then I drew cards to see what the personality would be like, and I think you can probably see it up on your screen, but my character sheet says impatient, quick to anger, and grumpy. The class I ended up with, which I rolled for, I didn't pick it, I decided to let the dice decide, is called the Followed. And basically, in this game, there are 4 different classes, and this one has a little, what's called a rookling that follows them around. Basically, you have an animal companion, is really the sort of the gist of it. And so the animal companion that I have is named Bront, which, if anybody knows me, they will know that that is the name of my dog that recently passed away, who was this short, stocky, adorable, doofy little thing. So I imagine that this rookling looks a lot like she did, but like castle-y and not less dog-like. It's fine. And I came up with a little backstory for Quelos, which is, and I actually wrote it all out. So I last time I kind of had the bare bones of it, and I went ahead and wrote it out. So, hailing from Libris, which is a small town in the Doorway Forest, Quelos's people have been besieged by rooks. Now, rooks in this world are both they're basically giant castle structures that are violent and kind of they're like the bad guys, right? They're everybody's adversary. Everybody that lives in Colossal, it's their adversary, is these rooks. And so why is this being so funky? Sorry, I just noticed that. Whatever. We'll fix it later. We'll fix it in post. Why is it being weird? Anyway. Not important right now. Her town has been besieged by these rooks, right? Rooks are also where magic comes from, which is what we're going to be focusing on today. I don't know if you can tell, as I sit here shuffling cards. So her town has been besieged by these rooks for the last several years. And at one point, she was accidentally on the front lines in one of these attacks. So normally there's like an early warning system. She's not the kind of person that would be on the front lines of this. She didn't, whoa! Wow. I hate when that happens. Anyway, she's not normally the type of person who would be in the middle of these confrontations. However, the early warning system failed, and she ended up being in the fray a bit. She is a leather worker and had a friend helping her that day. Both of them ended up in the fray, and the friend died at the hands of this rook. And then once the battle was complete and the rook had been felled, Quelos went looking for her friend, found her body, her friend's body, but also managed to find a rookling, which is like a little... it's bedtime. Which is basically like the little thing that comes out after the rook is dead. So it's just like a baby little rook. And the thing bonded with her immediately, and she was just kind of like, all right, yeah, whatever. Great. I'm totally shell-shocked right now. I have no opinions about this. Come on, buddy. Let's fucking go. And then after the burial of her friend, she had this vision of a tower that was shaped just like her rookling. And in the vision, she sees this giant great axe sitting in this tower covered in mysterious runes. And she's like, oh my god, it's gotta be a sign. So, yeah, that is the lunchbox. That is the quick and dirty version of Quelos' backstory. Also, the way this game works, there's no dice. It's all done with a deck of cards, which is why you probably hear me shuffling. I can't... When I was a lifeguard, this was back in ye olden days, before cell phones were really, like, before smartphones were a thing at all. And if I didn't have a book to read, I would literally sit there and just riffle shuffle cards when I wasn't on duty for, like, hours. So I have a bad habit of shuffling cards if they're anywhere near me. Anyway, so today, since we did all that character creation, what is going on with my voice, man? We're gonna get down to the next bit, which is sort of learning how the system works. Now, I want to caveat this whole thing. I know that I just went through like a quick and dirty rundown, but I have never read this book before. I've never read this source material. I've never played this game. I do not know a whole lot about it other than what I have done on stream. Yeah, we're learning together. And also that means that I'm going to make mistakes. But that's fine, right? Part of the reason I like to do this is because I'm trying to sort of demolish that barrier of fear that, like, stops people from trying new things, which is a big issue for me personally in my everyday life. I am terrified of starting new things because I'm always like, no, I don't know what I'm doing, and it's too scary, and like, there's always an excuse, right? So I am doing this for myself and for you to show us all that it's not scary and we can try new things. But just saying, I've never done this before. All right, so we're all learning. Yeah, Mina has also started recently. My kiddo has also recently started being at a certain point. If she's tired, she'll just be like, I think it's bedtime. Like, oh, baby. This is amazing. Because I was not that kid. Not in a million years. I hated bedtime. I never wanted to go to sleep. I was not about it. And she's just like, I think it's time for bed. I'm like, okay, baby. It is time for bed. Let's fucking go. All right, so let's figure out, now that we have our character, let's figure out what the hell we're going to do with her. All right, so magic. So magic in this system, I know so it comes exclusively from the rooks. So they have stones bonded in ancient circuitry known as rook stones. As there's 3 main varieties, which are electric, rumble, and ice. Bront is a rumble. See, I was the same. I wanted to stay up late all the time. You could not get me to sleep. So Bront is a rumble rook. And her special power, which is, and one of the things that it says in here is that, ew, there's crud on my screen. The bees! One of the things that it says in here is that the magic is really for flavor, right? It's to sort of give you an idea of like what this looks like. I did scroll ahead just a little bit, and there's a sample journal entry in here, which I very, very much appreciate. But I want to read a little bit first because I'm worried. Again, this is something that I have a tendency to do. I said this last time, which is I have a tendency to skip ahead just enough to like miss something, and then I'll be rereading and be like, ah, fuck, I missed that. So I'm trying not to skip ahead this time. I'm trying to stay on track and do this as it was meant to be done. Alright, so yeah, you'll see in combat rules, it's a type of attack, but it is purely for descriptive purposes. Yeah. Right, okay, so people are able to use these magical abilities, so the Rookstone's magical abilities, by harvesting a helm from a defeated rook. Now, there is a class in this game called the Helm class, which I believe is like the magic class. It was the one I was looking at until I was like, no, I'm gonna make it random, and then I got the one that I was like, I would never pick that, but like, that's kind of the point, you know? Yeah, every helm looks different from one another and confers unto the human. Well, it says onto. I like mine better. Unto the human, the magical power of that specific rook while they wear it. Okay. Ooh, and then I'm gonna read this journal entry because it's just kind of cool and for flavor, and it gives like an idea of what the. Let me not do my vocal fry. Hold on. Me. Sound like Kermit. Okay. Excerpt from an unknown hunter's journal found on his body. I have never seen anything like it before in all my years of rook hunting. I have fought many rooks in my time and am very familiar with how the rook stones look. The deep amber color of the electric stones, the cloudy, swirling gray of the rumble stones, and the sharp, white, angular look of the ice stones. So when this rook came upon me, its topmost tower shattered from a previous battle, its rookstone core exposed to me like a vicious head wound, and what I saw gleaming there, a bright red, fiery ruby, I was stunned. I don't know if it says there's a typo in here, and I don't know if it's on purpose because this is supposed to be a journal entry, but maybe I should message Nick and be like, hey, I found a typo in your book. My confusion cost me dearly, and catching me off guard, the stone monstrosity raised a mighty stone hand, and tendrils of flame shot from its fingertips, the ruby rookstone shining almost maniacally. I managed to run and hide, but I am burnt badly and do not think I will survive the night. It is a great pain for me just to lift this pen, but I must leave this account for future hunters and scholars to find. Other rookstones do exist. I have seen one with my own eyes. Let this be my legacy, proof by my hand. Hi, Stardrew! Alright, cool. So, interesting. Also, let's take a little time to appreciate this cool art. Do love me some cool art. Alright, exploration rules. Here we go. Okay. Exploring the lands of Colostle involves using a deck of ordinary playing cards. To realize what your character sees and encounters, you draw a number of cards equal to your character's exploration score and set them down in front of you. Oops, I forgot to write that down! I said I was gonna do it after, and I forgot. Okay, we're gonna scroll back up. This is me. Okay. No. Here we go. Oh, my exploration score is like super top notch. But my combat score is just okay. Alright, cool. Got it. Go me. Because my little buddy makes it easier for me to explore stuff. Alright, cool. Okay. And set them down in front of you. Okay, this is the exploration phase, and this is how every chapter of your adventure starts. Okay. The color, suit, and number of the cards you have drawn dictate what you have discovered, but it is up to you how to link these elements together into a story of mythic adventure. You could see each exploration phase as a day of your adventure. Okay. Or longer if it suits your story and your journal. If you encounter something to fight, then the resolution of that combat occurs in a combat phase. Some exploration phases may not have combat encounters at all, or your character might choose to avoid it. But if you do choose to fight, that combat phase can fall anywhere within your exploration. Okay, cool. With all of the card prompts used and any combat encounters resolved, that is the end of the first chapter of your adventure. To start the next, you must simply draw your exploration cards. Okay. Oh shit! Apparently your exploration score can change based on your battles. Scary. Okay. Okay. All right. Hey, look. It's our buddy. Hey, buddy. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of guessing... I'm just going to scroll a little bit. Okay, no, okay, I'm gonna... Okay, there's tables on the next 2 pages. I think I'm just gonna keep reading for now. Feels like the right thing to do. Okay. Oh, this is... Okay, so this is about ocean encounters. Woo! Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it has an ocean encounters table. Oh, there's weather. Table for weather. The cities of Colostle. Let's see. When your character arrives at a city... Okay, so I'm assuming that this is gonna be part of the... Ah, yes, okay. This is part of the exploration. Okay, so it's building a city. Okay. A city always starts with 4 elements that all cities have. Okay. So it starts with a hunter's guild, a tavern, a merchant, and a housing district. Cool. The city is 8 cards total in size. Interesting. Oh my goodness. This is so cool. Wow. All right. Gourmet district. Rookling Creche. All right. So they've got guilds. Different things about the guilds. Ooh, stuff you can get from merchants. Ooh. Okay. Not reading that. It says don't read that. And there's a thing there. Okay. This is the room lands. I already have a thing for that. Okay, this is combat. Alright, combat begins when you draw a card for an opponent in your exploration phase and as a character decide to engage. Okay. You will only ever face 1 rook at a time. Okay. Alright, so you create your opponent. Okay, if it's another person or if it's a rook. Oh my gosh. Woo! Okay. Creative attack. Interesting. Ooh, wounds! Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Wait. Wounds. At the end of combat, you must count up the number of wounds your character has taken. For each wound your character has, you must remove 1 point from either your exploration or combat scores. Oh no! Oh shit, you can hear that? Yeah, it is. Hold on. I didn't realize it was quite so loud. I forgot to shut the door. I have headphones in, so I can't hear it. Okay. Maybe they heal over time, in which case your scores go back up, or maybe they don't. Ooh. Okay. Here. Okay. Journal entry example. So this was what I was looking at. So it doesn't look like I got too far ahead of myself. Go me. Yay. Okay. So... Okay. So exploration... Okay. So this person must have an exploration score of 3, right? Because they drew 3 cards... Okay. Interesting. Okay, cool. All right. So, I think with that, I'm probably ready to go ahead and draw some exploration cards. Let me say. Alright, so we're gonna do day 1. Is H. Nobody remembers that. Oh my god. Oh, Vanessa. Okay, so... Alright, so my exploration score is 5. So I know, right? This is my first time to okay, I'm gonna do just like a couple more shuffles, right? Like a couple more shuffles. We'll see you tomorrow. While I'm shuffling, has anybody else heard the Axolotl song? It's stuck in my head, and my kiddo is fucking obsessed with it. I love it, and I keep humming it and singing it, and all she wants to do is sing it with me. And my darling child, because of course she fucking does, already has an axolotl plushie and several penguin plushies. Yeah, if you go on TikTok and look up, if you just put in axolotl song, I'm sure it'll come up. Oh, what's the guy's name? Oh my gosh. I will not just sing it for you. You can look it up yourself. I bet you anything if you just put axolotl on the pink stairs, you will absolutely find it. It is amazing. Yeah, and my child is fucking obsessed. All right, let's start. All right, so we got Queen of Hearts. We've got the Nine of Spades. Six of Hearts. Eight of Hearts. And lastly, Seven of Diamonds. Okay, so let me write that all down. So we've got the Six of Hearts. Eight of Hearts. Lots of hearts. And the Seven of Diamonds. Okay. Okay, so let's look and see what all of this means. Queen is back. You don't know that. Don't say that. You don't know that. Stardrew, why would you put that evil on me? Okay. Oh, I don't know if there is a queen, actually. Hold on. Oh, fuck. Yeah, the queen is real bad. Thanks, y'all, for putting that on me. I appreciate it. In drawing a jack, queen, or king, no matter the suit or color, follows the table below. When it comes to a rook, you can decide whether to fight it or try to sneak past. You did this to me. You did this to me. Oh my goodness. Okay, well. All right. Well, okay. So this is all right. Whatever. Nine of Spades is you come across a place that is key to your calling. Ooh, maybe a building with a clue in it, or one of the locations you were looking for on your quest. Probably not the location, considering that I just fucking started and I'm looking for some like mythical tower thing. Okay, so you come across a place that is key to your calling. It contains something you were looking for. Okay, so the space. So if you look, if you can see on the on this thing here, this table, basically it's the prompt is the same for like the spade and the club, but the like it gives you like different options between the two suits for like what the thing is essentially. Okay, next we have the Six of Hearts. A friendly adventure. Okay, let's see if I can. This is stupid. What am I doing? Why? Why you be weird? Okay. Garbed in rook armor and armed as one of the classes. But what do they want? Are they here to help you take down a rook? Oh boy. If you fight them, create a human opponent. Well, okay. My character is impatient and quick to anger, so... But they are friendly. The heart means they're friendly, so we're probably not going to fight them. Right? Alright, 8 of hearts. Okay. Let's see. You come across a small settlement. Maybe a farming village. The buildings are all wooden and skins. Like most small settlements. If it is safe, draw an item card. Okay, so it is safe. Okay, so we're gonna draw an item card. Okay, and then the 7 of diamonds. Diamonds seem to have been less... Uh-oh. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Wow. A screech from the sky, the beat of heavy wings, gargoyles. You thought they were just stories you were told as a child. Apparently not. It grabs you by the shoulders and starts to carry you upward. It's gonna take me to the rafters. Its nest up in the rafters of the ceiling. Okay. So I can't fight it. Now, a gargoyle is... And those are my cards. Okay, so a gargoyle, it's explained earlier on in the book. Maybe, I don't think that it's like specific. Okay, so basically a gargoyle is like it's just like an evil thing that lives in the the rafters. That's what I wanted to explain. So the rafters, basically the castle is so incredibly huge that like the rafters are like up above the clouds in the sky. Basically, you can actually kind of see in the background picture of my overlay the rafters. So the rafters are like up in the sky, high above the clouds, and apparently this gargoyle has nested there, and that is where I am going to end up. Okay. Okay. Well, and then does the other adventure... No, you know what? I feel like if I have another adventure, then probably what's going to end up happening is that this other adventure is going to, like, if this gargoyle tries to carry me up to the ceiling, maybe they end up, like, pulling me down and saving me because, you know. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. I'll have to think about it. And So now that I have all of this, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call it here for tonight. And then next week, I'm gonna take the time to like think about this and narratively map it out. I think that is where we're gonna be at. And then we'll come up with what the day, because here's the thing, the way that that this book lays it out is like this prompt is a whole day. So I'm going to take this and we're going to run with it, and we are going to come up with an entire day's worth of stuff. And that is going to be day one. So I think so that's what we're going to do. Next week, we're going to come up with our day one based on the cards that we have drawn here right now. So yeah, we are going to wrap up the stream a little bit early, which is actually okay because my voice is starting to go again. Don't have asthma, people. It's boo. All right. But I think, okay, so I think I'm kind of getting, I get the idea though. I see and here's the thing. I think before with the Librarian's Apprentice, I tended to be a little bit, because I kind of understood that there was like an objective. I think I was a little hurried with the actual journal entry writing part. And to be fair, one of the things that it says in the Librarian's Apprentice is that the entries can really be as detailed or not as you want them to be. And obviously, I'm sure it's the same with this game. You know, the length of the entry, it doesn't have to include a ton of stuff. But the way that it's set up makes me feel like I really want to take these prompts and create a whole day's worth of adventuring out of these prompts, and then kind of go draw the other cards as I need to. I really do want to take more time, I think, with the narrative aspect here, as opposed to Librarian's Apprentice, where I didn't quite take as much time with that. Yeah. All right, excellent. All right, well then that is going to be me for today. In terms of on the channel, you can find me here tomorrow at 10 a.m.-ish EST for Morning Initiative, where I hang out with Chad and we coffee talk, and ostensibly we talk about TTRPG stuff, but half the time we just end up talking about life and how it is lifing. The sun's coming back though, so feeling a little bit better, but we'll see. And then on Thursday at 9:30 EST, which is 8:30 CST, you can catch Jenna here for Beta Proxima, or no, Eclipse Protocol, which is her solo Starforged campaign, which is like really, really chugging along and is amazing. And you can also check out her Substack and subscribe there for a blow-by-blow chat. I guess it's a serial of said show, which is also very cool. If you are interested in checking out Colostle for yourself, you can just go to Colostle.com, where you can find all of the stuff that you need to play your very own Colossal game. Which I definitely recommend. Like I said, I had this book sitting around for several years until I was finally like, I need to do this. And yeah, I love it. This is great. I feel like I'm off to a good start. And like I said, I really want to try to focus more on the narrative and the actual journaling and storytelling here. But I'm very excited about that. And yeah, I think that is everything. I'm trying to remember because I have the memory of a friggin' like goldfish these days. Excuse me. But yeah, I think that is pretty much everything. We are going to go ahead and raid GM Hina, who it looks like is playing some... Oh, I'm actually not sure, but they've only been doing it for a couple of minutes. So let's go ahead and give them some love. And yeah, hopefully I will see you here next week for our next episode of Colossal, my lovely little learn to play. Have a good evening, everybody, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.